Hi, this is John Ruffin, founder of This Kid Can Code. And today I have with me Mr. Cameron Evans. Cameron Evans is the first ever recipient of the This Kid Can Code Tenderfoot Apprenticeship Badge. And today Cameron is going to tell to you about his project that he created with his own hands to earn his apprenticeship badge. All right, Cameron, over to you.
My app is a temperature conversion app. It converts Fahrenheit to Celsius and Celsius to Fahrenheit using HTML, which is hypertext markup language, CSS, which is cascading style sheets, and JavaScript. Now let's see a demo.
All right, Cameron. So on the screen here, we have your app. And we have a couple of text boxes here and a couple buttons here. So how does it work, Cameron?
You enter a number into one of the input boxes and then you either hit tab or submit.
Okay, Cameron. So can you, Cameron, convert 32 degrees Fahrenheit into the Celsius equivalent? So you just enter 32 in Fahrenheit. Then what do you do next, Cameron?
You hit tab or submit.
So hit tab, Cameron. And voila, wow, it actually converted there for you, didn't it, Cameron?
Yes, sir.
All right, Cameron, can you hit the reset button and tell me what that does?
It will reset all the input boxes.
All right, it's going to reset the input boxes. Now, can you convert, Cameron, let's say 10 degrees Celsius into the Fahrenheit equivalent? And now what do you do, Cameron?
Tab or submit.
All right, let's hit tab again and see. Oh, and voila, it actually did convert 10 degrees Celsius into the Fahrenheit equivalent. So Cameron, you said you had a HTML, CSS, and JavaScript app. Can we now take a look at your code?
Sure.
Okay, let's do that, Cameron. So Cameron, what are you showing me here?
That right there is my HTML.
This is the HTML, and hypertext markup language is what?
Is the structure of all web pages.
It's the structure of all web pages. So you have a doc type up there, and I see that you have a link there that will link in your external cascading style sheet. What's the line under there, Cameron?
That is the link to the JavaScript.
All right, so you have a script tag which uses the source to find your JavaScript. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about that next element down there, Cameron. What is that div? What is div?
Div is a tag with the ID myConverterDiv.
Okay, so this division has an attribute called what now? myConverterDiv. And why is this important, Cameron?
Because that is what the CSS calls for.
Oh, so you're saying that because you have this ID, you can now use this in your cascading style sheet to style this division. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So go over to your CSS, Cam. Oh, so you have a myConverterDiv div in your CSS, and you have an ID over in your HTML. Then I see in your cascading style sheet, what does that do, Cameron?
What that does is it sets the background for the page, which is yellow. It's aligned the text to the center. It shows the font size, which is 20 pixels. It gives the border size, which is 45 pixels. Shows the border design, which is double, and the color of it.
Cameron, you are telling me that this cascading style sheet that you're showing me is actually providing the style for your web page.
Yes, sir.
So you don't have any style in your HTML?
No, sir.
All right, so you have an external style sheet which provides the style for your web page. And what's that other panel up there, Cameron?
JavaScript.
Oh, that's your JavaScript. So let's look at your JavaScript, Cameron. So I see that you have a function here. Actually, you created an object here called temperature, and then you are extending the temperature object with something called Fahrenheit to Celsius, which is a function. Oh, okay. So this is how you gonna go from Fahrenheit to Celsius. And this down below is how you go from, can you click on that? This is how you go from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So this is going to do the conversion for you. What's this line? What's that next line inside your function, Cameron?
That is the window.
All right. So this is the what?
Window. Dome.
Yes. So what are you trying to say, Cameron? I believe you're trying to say this is how you get to the document object model. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So once you get in JavaScript, you can you have access to the document object model, and you can update the DOM from your JavaScript.
Yes, sir.
All right. So what you just showed me, Cameron, is that you have an HTML document, you have a cascading style sheet document, and you have a JavaScript document. All three of these create this wonderful app in your web page.
Yes, sir.
So show me, Cameron, in your HTML. Show me in your HTML where you call the JavaScript.
In the on change.
Okay, so over, can you click on that? What is on? Oh, okay. So on change, Cameron, looks like an attribute of your input element. So on your on change, it does what?
It calls for the temperature from Fahrenheit to Celsius.
So this has the same name as what's up in your JavaScript, huh?
Yes, sir.
And the same thing for the next input element down there, the Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime some information changes in one of your text boxes, so when you hit tab or you hit the submit button, this on change event fires, and whatever number is actually in that text box is going to get converted.
Yes, sir.
Well, Cameron, I am extremely proud of you. You have demonstrated that you are a tenderfoot apprenticeship badge earner from thisKidCanCode.